All right, guys. If you're joining us, the stream will be beginning very shortly. Just trying to get things sorted out. I'm waiting for some few people to join in, and we shall kickstart the live stream really very soon. So today, as you can see, if you've already joined us from where this fire is burning, we are going to be doing this by the fireside. I'm going to be giving you real African vibes. So it promises to be very interesting. So if you are just joining in by the title of the video, we are going to be talking about one of the very uncomfortable topics, which is because we are going to be talking about money. We are going to be talking about how to raise money to buy your very first camera. But by the end of the video, generally, the ideas that I'm going to be sharing in the video are going to be more of a general nature, because I'm going to be sharing ideas based on the fact that you'll be able to raise money to buy filmmaking equipment of your choice. So I'm just giving it some few moments. Let's get in some few people to join in, and we shall kickstart this live stream. So because we are doing this from outside today, we are doing this from a mobile phone. So of course, I won't be able to play in ads. So in cases where we don't really have something major going on, you are just going to be seeing this particular screen you are seeing on your screen. So let's just give it a few moments, and I'll be back soon, and we can start the program. Yeah. So, guys, if you're just joining in, we are about to kickstart today's tutorial very soon. We are going to be talking about how to raise money to buy filmmaking equipment. And as you can see today, I'm going to be giving you African vibes. If you're just joining in, we are going to be filming this video right here from outside, which is exactly by the fireside. For those of you who are outside the continent of Africa and are watching right now, basically over here in Africa, we do have a very long standing storytelling tradition where we sit by the fire and we tell stories. So today I just felt like giving you that kind of a feeling by bringing this tutorial to you by the fireside. So if you're seeing fire on your screens right now, just know that it's all part of the tutorial. This is not a mistake. It's all well thought of, or it's all well planned. So just stick and stay because I'll be kickstarting soon. I can see a couple of people joining in. The main goal of this video, if you have any further questions as the video progresses, you can leave them in the chat and I will answer your questions live. For those of you who are from the continent of Africa, those who are from India and other countries where we do have much more where we really have struggling filmmakers, or the country isn't really that rich, from not first world countries or even people from first world countries, there are some tips here that might actually work for them. But I think it's actually going to work more for people who are from continents or countries where we don't really have much money, but yet you want to get into filmmaking. I'm going to be sharing those techniques because filmmaking equipment are so much very expensive, whether we like it or not. That's the truth. The amount of money it takes to buy your first camera is really, really very expensive. However, the main goal of this video is going to be discussing ways by which you can raise money to buy your camera or any other filmmaking equipment. So in the next 2-3 minutes we shall kickstart. So just stick and stay with me. And if you are just joining in, sorry, we are kind of streaming from a mobile phone. So today I will not have the chance to be able to play clips during the live stream. So we are kind of stuck with just one angle. Kindly bear with me because that's all we have to do for today. It's not like the usual studio stuff where we have so many cameras rolling and we can cut to adverts. We are kind of stuck with one angle. So hey, let's kind of work with what we have. So I'll be right back. Yes, guys. So we are now ready to kickstart. So today I have my brother here who is going to help to make sure that we have enough fire running. As you can see, we really don't have enough. He's Malam Sanusi. He's here helping out just to make sure that we have enough fire to go to the end of this video. I can see some of you already joining in. Gracious, you are here. Thank you so much for already joining in. And I can see Sochinda Art Fem. He says, beautiful evening. Thank you. That is Saad. Yes, I know this person. That's Saad joining in. Saad, thank you for joining. Saad is saying, hey, Malam. Yes, that's Malam for you, Saad. Malam is here helping out to make sure that this video is successful. And we have another person joining in. Sorry if I'm butchering your names. This is fully detached. Thank you all for joining in today. So today, like I said, this is a very important topic. However, let me just reiterate some of the technical challenges you might be seeing in this video. We are filming with a mobile phone right now. We are going live with a phone. So we are kind of stuck with just one angle. Like I said, the main rationale is just to bring you out so that you can have a feeling of how we do it here in Africa. We have an old age tradition of telling stories by the fireside. And because this topic is so dear to me, that is why I decided to take you guys out here so that we can have this kind of discussion. So as we go on, if you do have any further questions, if you want to ask anything, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I will be addressing those questions as we go along. So the age-old question, which I usually get most of the times, is people ask, how did I get all the filmmaking equipment that I have? Or simply put, how do I raise money to buy filmmaking equipment? Now, to make this clear, some few years ago, I was kind of like in most of you beginners, your position, where I didn't really have much equipment to shoot videos. And trust me, when you are starting out, when you look at the big guys out there, you look at Hollywood, you see the big cameras and things that they are shooting with. I always say there are two effects that has on you as a beginner filmmaker. You either get inspired and work hard to get there, or sometimes it gets so overwhelming and you start asking yourself, can I ever own this camera? Can I ever get there? And you begin to discourage yourself. So what I like to do personally is that I don't let some of those kind of things intimidate me at all. Regardless, because at the end of the day, in as much as equipment or gear is important, it also has to do with what you have up here, what you have, the technical know-how or the skill. It's kind of like the most important component of all this. So that is one major advice that I'll give to you. In as much as we are all longing to have a red camera, a black magic, the bottom line also is that just make sure that you are learning the craft very well. I always say that if filmmaking equipment or shooting, let's say in 4K or HD and everything, then we should go back in time and trash all the old films. But there are still some films that are so timeless that even in today's or by today's standard, you can still watch those movies or those films and still feel very okay that this movie was way ahead of its time. Because even when you watch it today, the film is so good that you kind of even forget that it was shot in the 80s or 90s. Probably at that time, those were the best filmmaking equipment, but today, trust me, those things are already obsolete. And time to come, that is what is going to happen to today's filmmaking equipment as well. So if you are getting so much overwhelmed with equipment, that's one thing I will always advise that you think about at the end of the day. So if you're a beginner, to hit the nail right on the head. Now, in other jurisdictions, in first world countries, there are so many things that you can do to be able to raise money to buy your first camera or any filmmaking equipment that you want to have. We do have credit cards. Even sites like Amazon offer you opportunity to be able to buy cameras where you pay on credit. However, in our parts of the world, which I kind of assume that also in most parts of the world where they are not really first world countries, or let me say, I really don't want to say poor country, but if you're living in a less privileged country or a less privileged destination, then you are much more likely to be a victim also facing this problem. Camera companies are not willing to give out equipment for maybe on payment basis because they are afraid that they might not be able to trace you because of the weak postal system. No, they will not be able to trace you to your residence to arrest you or maybe take you on in case you default in payment. And so you are only stuck with one option. If you have to buy a camera equipment, you have to raise the money to do so. You have to really have the money in order to be able to buy. There's nothing like there's nothing like high purchase. Even if there is, it's really very minuscule. Or let's say unless the person know you, or let's say you kind of share some things on private basis. That's the only way you'll be able to. We have too much smoke coming in right now. Right. So unless the person knows you, that's the only way the person would be able to give you something on credit. So leaving you with the only option of outright purchasing of equipment. And you and I know that if you're just a beginner and you want to outrightly purchase equipment, that can really be very, very expensive and takes lots of planning to do so. So personally, one disclaimer I would want to also issue is that I'm by no means a financial expert, and I'm not giving you financial advice. Take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt. These are things that have worked for me personally, and that is why I've decided to share it with most of you guys, because it's one major question I get always. People ask how to raise money to buy filmmaking equipment, and that is why I've decided to make this video. So please take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt. These are things that have worked for me. Like I said, I'm not a financial expert, so I can't claim to know all in terms of that. But what I can claim to know is what has worked for me, and that is what I want to share with you guys. So first of all, we need to get above the first hurdle. The first hurdle is being able to get that first camera. And what I do advise is that you really need to get money from look within to raise money for that first camera. Now, it could be taking, let's say, a small loan from a family member, from friend, from somewhere, but only do that when you are ready or you know that you already have the technical know-how to kickstart. Now, those days, this was very difficult, but in today's world, this is very easy because even with your mobile phone, you can start shooting or learning how to shoot amazing things. So what I advise is that start with your phone, shoot lots of things, go out, shoot occasions that are happening in your local area with your phone. Create short films in your house, in your vicinity, in your locality, wherever you are. Use your phone. Just make sure you use it to its fullest capabilities. Shoot. Make sure you have a ton of experience with using your phone or making very good use of phone, or making very good use of your phone camera. When you are fully confident, and make sure to use that time to learn how to edit, because trust me, even if in future when you become a big filmmaker, you will not be editing your own stuff, but in getting started, you will really need to be able to edit your own videos, especially if you want to be able to pay back whatever loan or wherever you are able to get money to buy a camera from. And so the most important thing is that just make sure you learn the craft very well using your phone. Learn how to shoot, learn how to edit with your phone. And trust me, once the original filmmaking equipment come in, you will thank your stars that you did spend some time to learn or to make all the mistakes using your phone camera. I mean, even when you get the camera, there's never too much in learning. So of course, there are still going to be some discrepancies. You are still going to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, you've spent a chunk of the time or the most important parts of your time just learning the craft, using your mobile phone camera, shooting and editing with any basic computer that you have along. Now, I know someone would be asking, I don't have a computer to even edit. Now, that makes it even much more difficult. So you can reach out to friends, family, or wherever. Or let's say, if you have information centers, I know most African countries run that kind of a system where they have ICT centers or information centers where you can pay to use a computer for, let's say, an hour or something. Make use of those kind of services. After shooting, go to such places and sit down and edit. You can watch tons of YouTube tutorials on your phone and all that, and you go there and you do you kind of do the editing and get it out there into the world. So basically that is the way to go. To summarize once again, to buy your very first camera, make sure you know what to do when you get the camera. Do not buy the camera unless, of course, you have the money lying somewhere, or let's say you are from a rich home and rich dad or rich family, and there's everything for you. You can outrightly purchase a camera without taking into consideration all these things. But if you really don't have anything, virtually anything, this is the way to actually go. Make sure you learn very well, learn the craft before you even lay your hands on a camera, because the time you be laying your hands on the camera, remember that you have gotten it from, you've taken money, you've taken a leap of faith, you've taken money from your dad, your mom, your uncle, friends, or anyone. Someone has helped you to buy the camera and you need to pay back for that, or you need to pay it back. Now, how you pay it back is absolutely now up to you. You need to start shooting, you need to do gigs with it, small things here and there. And trust me, one job always leads to another. And don't be intimidated even if you have big filmmakers out there. One thing I always say is that there is enough for everyone in this world. There can be thousands of people doing something, but if you also join in today, you can have a whole unique perspective to it, bring your own twist to it, and trust me, you are also going to get your own line of customers separate from what your competitors are doing. There's no need to envy, there's no need to backstab anyone. Trust me, there is absolutely always enough for everyone. Even in a small community, if you have other filmmakers already running, that should not discourage you that, hey, you are not so talented, so when you get a camera, you will not be able to pay it back. Now, that is a defeatist mindset. In going into this, you need to be very confident. You need to be very sure that I'm going into this full time, I'm going to be able to raise this money, and I'm going to pay back this. And trust me, with that mindset, whether you've taken the money from your dad, your uncle, or whoever has been so benevolent to offer money for you to be able to purchase your camera, trust me, at the end of the day, you are going to be able to pay it back, or you are going to be able to raise money to pay the person back. So basically, that is the main way that I would suggest that you go about raising money to buy your very first camera. Like I said, take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I'm not a financial expert, but I'm just communicating to people out there. I'm just transferring knowledge or letting you know that these are the techniques, or this is what has worked for me. Like I said, it might be different for everyone, depending on your house, your location, your country. All those things might affect, all those things might kind of affect the outcome of what I'm saying, or might make it not truly apply. But at the end of the day, this is what I also have to share with you. So with all those in here right now, I'm going to pause for a moment, take questions from all of you who have just joined in. You can go ahead, ask me any question about how you would want to, or how to raise money to buy your very first camera. Once again, I can see gracious reactions. He's here, and he said, hello bro, I'm here. Yes, I can see you, Gracious. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, Gracious already was saying we want to see your face, bro. Yes, that was earlier because I was behind the camera trying to get the fire. Fire is even almost out. So initially I was behind the camera trying to set this. And so if you're also just joining in, the main goal today, I'm taking you out here to show you how we do it right here in Africa. We've been having an old age storytelling tradition where we sit by the fire and we address issues. Like I said, this is a very important topic for me. That is why today I'm bringing you this episode by the fireside, because I know it will be so helpful to a lot of you who are from not elitist countries, who are finding it difficult to get into the craft of filmmaking, because let's face it, this craft is really a very expensive one. So we have, sorry if I butcher the names, we have Fully Detached here, and he says he has just tuned in. That's good. We have Saad. He's also joining. He's saying beautiful evening. Thank you for joining in, Saad. And he says, hey, Malam. Yes, Malam is the guy who is trying to get us a fire right now. Saad knows him personally. That is why he's giving him some shout outs. And we have Eugene Kerr. Um, yeah, he says Eugene is in. Thank you so much, Eugene, for joining in. So if you're also just joining in, please leave me your questions and I'll be answering them soon. So we are already several minutes into this live stream, so I'll be very glad. And if you are just watching, please do me a favor, make sure to click on the like button because it goes a long way in helping other people discover this channel here on YouTube. So today, because we are out here bringing you this episode, we are kind of live streaming from a phone. So that's why we are kind of start with one angle. So just kind of bear with me today. We will not have the ability to be able to play music and other things along the line as we've been doing for all the other professional shoots that we do from the studio. The dynamics here are a little bit much more different. So keep your questions coming in right now as I'm going to be answering them. So I'm going to take a few minutes of breather whilst I wait for your questions to drop. And after that, I'm going to be concluding this video because, of course, because we are running it from outside here, batteries are running low and we are running low on fire as well. So we just need to wrap up quickly and I will be out of here shortly. So if you have any further questions, like I said, just let us know and I would address them shortly. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm back in here. For lack of time, I will not want this video to drag for too long. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep as usual, whether live video or recorded video, you know where to always find me. You can find me on Instagram at obl_junior. If you have any further questions, you can link me up there and let's have a discussion. Let's have a private discussion if you want any further advice or if you want to ask any further questions, any clarifications on whatever that has been said in this video or any other video on this platform. You can link me up on Instagram at obl_junior and we would have a very fruitful discussion on this particular topic. I just hope I'm not leaving out anyone's question right here because everyone seems to just be announcing their presence, which is good. Not necessarily questions. People are just joining in and letting me know that they are joining in. So that is it. But just before I end this video, I just want to come behind the other phone which is recording right now just to confirm that there are no other hidden messages that I'm not seeing here. I've also joined in the live stream and I can see some of the comments from here. So I don't know if there are other comments which have come on the streaming phone that I'm not aware of. So I'll just check on that and yeah, we can quickly conclude this video and we'll be out of here. All right, guys. So yeah, I just verified, and the questions that we have here, like I said, we don't really have questions. It's just everyone announcing that they are here. So I want to use this opportunity to thank you for joining in. And if you did like this fireside idea, do let me know. We would organize this on a bigger scale where we are going to be doing a live stream by the fireside or bringing it to you from the fireside. Let me know in the comment section below if you did enjoy this. If you are watching this video later into the future. Let me know if you like the idea of this fireside tutorials, and I'm actually going to try this in a recorded video, not live, so that we can get to see the actual challenges that comes along with this. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like I said, if you do have any further questions, link me up on Instagram at obl_junior, and I will gladly respond to every single one of your messages. Alternatively, if you also have any further questions, you can also leave them in the comment section below, because I do respond to every single one of your comments right here on YouTube. And if you are just discovering this video, or at least if you did get a ton of information out of this video, then I'll do much appreciate it if you click on the like button, because that also goes a long way in helping other people discover this channel right here on YouTube. And please, 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 if you are discovering this channel, please know that we talk about cinematography, photography, editing, and all its related branches. And I would do much appreciate it if you click on the subscribe button. Not just that, make sure to click on the notification icon so that you get notified anytime we drop awesome content like this on the Africa Amaze channel. So from this side of Africa, thank you all. Thanks to all of you who have joined in. Thanks to all those who have left us comments. I'll be addressing most of them, like I said, in the appropriate time. And those of you who want to have personal interactions, you know where to find me. Thank you so much to Malam Sanusi, who has made sure that we've had constant fire here. We are almost running low on fuel. We are almost out. This fire will be out soon. I want to use this opportunity to thank him so much. Thanks to Hajia. Thanks to Awiswa Angie. And please make sure to check out Awiswa Angie's channel. She has some amazing content. She came to the side of Ghana where I was, or where I am, which is the northern part, and she shot some amazing content which were produced by the Africa Amaze channel. I'll have them in the links of this video, so if you're watching in the future, please make sure to check out Awiswa Angie's channel, because she does amazing travel and cooking videos about Ghana and Africa as a whole. Thank you so much for watching, and I would catch you in my next video. Until next time, as always, guys, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.